makes it easy to get up.
I generally seldom.
Hi, Joe. How you doing? Hey, Joe.
Adams?
Here.
Leonard?
Here.
Saltzman?
Here.
Stan? Potter?
Here. I'd like to remind folks that prior to offering public testimony to City Council, a lobbyist must declare which lobbyist he or she is authorized to represent. Please read the first communication.
Agenda item 1161, request of Harriet Sheridan to address council regarding impeachment. She had called and said she was not going to be able to make it.
Please call the next.
1162, request of Virginia L. Ross to address council regarding impeachment proceedings against G.W. Bush and R. Cheney.
Yes, sir. My name is Virginia Ross, and I'm a Portland native, a former first lieutenant in the Oregon National Guard, a lawyer, and a patriot. It is the duty of every citizen to stand and defend our Constitution, and our Constitution is now under attack. This resolution before you outlines several clear impeachable offenses by this never-elected regime. Warrantless spying on Americans, condoning and ordering torture, violating habeas corpus, and lying to Congress. These provide more than ample basis for impeachment, and they have done so. This resolution could and should include an even more serious charge. It should state a criminal indictment against Vice President Richard E. Cheney for misprision of treason against our United States of America in connection with the attacks of September 11, 2001. Title 18, Part 1, Chapter 115, Section 2382 of the U.S. Code holds in part that whoever owing allegiance to the United States and having knowledge of the commission of any treason against them conceals and does not, as soon as may be, disclose and make known the same to the President or to some judge of the United States or to the governor or to some judge or justice of a particular state is guilty of misprision of treason and shall be fined under this title or imprisoned. In an argument over 600 pages and 1,000 footnotes, this book, Crossing the Rubicon by Michael Rupert, makes a fully documented and compelling case stating the means, motive, and opportunity to commit misprision of treason at the highest levels of the U.S. government concerning the attacks of 9/11/2001. If we are a nation of laws, we must, as citizens, and you as commissioners, I believe, and as mayor, must join in this resolution and demand impeachment and indictment and trial of Vice President Cheney for criminal offenses against this country. I am here today in the hope that we are still a nation of laws, and I implore you to pass this resolution at the very least to demonstrate that, at least here in Portland, we still respect the Constitution and are a nation of laws. I will quickly state the case made within this book that demonstrates the Vice President's criminal conduct. The reason this case is vitally important for you to hear is that this evidence relates to his command authority over all military and civil terrorism training. Portland will be the target within the next 2 weeks of the largest terrorism drills ever held, Top Off 4 and Vigilant Shield 8. Just as during the 9/11 attacks, Vice President Cheney still has command and control oversight over these upcoming drills. If we are a nation of laws, Vice President Cheney's role in the attacks of 9/11 should become the subject of the criminal investigation. I will tell you quickly about some of the things in this book, but also I ask you to review the extensive collection of books and articles and videos at OregonTruthAlliance.org that will substantiate all of the following statements. President Cheney had the means, motive, and opportunity to commit misprision of treason on 9/11/2001. He had the motive to engineer and foster a new Pearl Harbor, as called for in the Project for the New American Century report, Rebuilding American Defenses, which was signed by him and numerous other leading neocons serving in the Bush administration. His means, evidence shows that on 9/11/2001, Vice President Cheney was running a completely separate chain of command and control via the Secret Service. His separate chain of command led to a paralysis of our Air Force response on 9/11.
Can I ask folks to keep their comments to 3 minutes? Please call the next.
Item 1163, request of Grant E. Remington to address council regarding a resolution to impeach Bush and Cheney.
Mayor.
State your name and you speak, and you have 3 minutes.
Yes. My name is Grant Remington. I'm President Emeritus of Veterans for Peace, Chapter 72. I'm an Army veteran, served in Vietnam, 68, 69. And before I get to my printed remarks, I would like to thank you for asking, how are the children, instead of, is our children learning? And segueing into that, I would also like to congratulate the Board of Public School Superintendent, you go girls, she'll do a good job. And to quote Sheriff Bart from Blazing Saddles, excuse me while I whip this out. I always carry this with me. And if you guys don't have one, I have a copy if you'd like that. I'm here in support of the resolution to impeach, and my prepared statement is as follows. Duty, honor, and country. These 3 simple words make up the motto of the United States Army's Military Academy, West Point. They're placed in order of importance. In reverse order, we can start with country. Patriotism and selfless service to their country, and appreciation of the freedoms we enjoy, although many of them were hard fought to obtain, and the wish to pass these on to future generations could describe the country. Honor is more elusive in that one must have a value system to rely upon in order to find clear definition of honor. Honor is code trust, of speaking truthfully, of not tolerating the lying, cheating, or stealing that sometimes crops up in public and private enterprises. It might be as simple as noticing the cashier gave you a 20 instead of a 10 and correcting that error. It might be speaking up when you hear a racist remark. If you have a system of values, honor is just being true. The duty is where rubber meets the road. Obligation, responsibility. We have a duty to do the right thing no matter how inconvenient, difficult, or dangerous. Duty before self. This is why I'm here today, because I have a duty that was placed upon me when 40 years ago, I raised my right hand and swore that I would support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And I don't believe that oath was negated when I was discharged. You all know what Article 6, Clause 2 says about the international treaties. They are the supreme law of the land. That means the Geneva Conventions, the Conventions Against Torture, Nuremberg, The Hague, and many more numerous to list, and this administration has violated any number of these. You can go to our national website, veteransforpeace.org, and see the list. It's quite extensive. As members of the City Council, you also took an oath that included protecting the constitutional words to that effect. I urge you to revisit that oath, to examine what that oath means to you, and put it in the context of duty, honor, and country. This administration has broken the law and must be held accountable. Please do your duty and honor this country by supporting the resolution. Thank you very much.